Hello, I'm sitting here with my wife, Jennifer Lynn McComas, and it's a,
Hello.
it's a pleasure to do this interview with you. Um, we're going to talk about her interior design business and how she became to do it and the passion that she has for it. And in fact, that's my first question for you. How did you become to have such a passion for interior design?
I've always had one. It started when I was a little girl. When most kids were outside playing, I would be drawing up floor plans or moving the furniture around in my bedroom to do a different layout or try something new. And I loved Christopher Lowell when I was a teenager. He was my idol, and HGTV kind of inspired me. All the different shows and things like that kind of inspired me to become an interior designer.
Okay, great, great. Um, how many clients would you say that you have? Do most of them share this? Do you feel like most of them share your passion for interior design? Do you feel like your clients get the passion that you have?
I think, well, first of all, to answer the first part of your question, the number of clients I have varies. Interior design work is very seasonal, believe it or not. The fall time is our busiest season because everyone, and I don't know if they realize it or not, but everyone puts this pressure on themselves to have a perfect home for the holidays because great aunt so and
Mm-hmm.
so is coming to visit. So there's this sense of urgency to have your home perfect for the holidays. So from about August until December is my busy season. And during that time, I've had as many as 30 or 35 clients at
Mm-hmm.
one time.
Oh wow!
And I
Wow!
think they are interested in interior design or they appreciate a finished room that looks beautiful, but
Mm-hmm.
they either don't know how to put together a room or they don't have the time or the patience or the resources. And I
Mm-hmm.
think they appreciate my passion for interior design, and that's why they hire me because it's
Right.
something that matters to me.
Right. Okay. Okay. Well, let me ask you this: when you're busy or when you feel like you are at maximum client capacity,
Mhm.
um, and you feel like you can't take on another client or you just cannot pursue more business at the moment because you are so busy, how difficult is it to turn someone away that needs your services?
It's very difficult, but I'm very fortunate that once upon a time I taught interior design classes at the local community college, and I've made friends with people who are also interior designers, and there's one in particular who owns his own business, and sometimes we refer clients to each other if one of us is really busy. And we both have the same sense of commitment to our work, and I'm very blessed that he works with me and I work well with him.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
that way, if I can't accommodate a client, I refer them to him. And he's always taking care of my clients and vice versa.
Okay. And how many people on a typical project do you work with, and what would their roles be?
It really depends on the project
Mm-hmm.
because you could have everything from painters, wallpaper installers, carpet installers, tile installers, the seamstress that makes our draperies, the furniture delivery men. Of course, then there's myself. I'm always running around like a crazy person, placing accessories and things like that. So it really just depends on the scope of the job and how much is involved in it and what we're doing. And their roles can change. The same gentleman that does the wallpaper for me, he also paints.
Okay.
And I also have another artist that does hand painted murals and faux paint techniques. She can make a plain wall look like marble
Oh wow.
and
Okay.
stuff like that. So it really depends on the project, but I have someone for just about every need or job.
Oh wow. Okay. And what if someone was wanting to go into this business for themselves? Say one of your students when you taught
Mm-hmm.
class, if they were wanting to take on and go into business themselves, what advice would you give them before they actually made that jump?
Don't quit your day job until you're sure that this is going to work. Plan. I think people have these naive visions of becoming rich and just opening a business and you open the business and they will come.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like that. It's a lot of hard work. It's evenings. It's weekends. It's giving up time with your own family to take care of other people's
Mm-hmm.
needs. And you also have to be prepared for, I mentioned earlier that the work is very seasonal.
Mm-hmm.
You also have to plan ahead and be prepared for um, the slow season in the
Mm-hmm.
winter. And not only that, there are some of the benefits that you might enjoy from working for someone else I don't have, such as health insurance. If my husband, did not work for the state and provide health insurance for us, I would not have access to it. So I think that's something people need to be aware of, and
Mm-hmm.
they need to understand that it's not a 9 to 5 job. It's not a get rich quick type scenario. It takes dedication.
Mm-hmm.
And they also need to be aware that the interior design business is very competitive. I mentioned my working relationship with Josh, my former student. That is very rare in the interior design business to have someone who you can work with and refer
Mm-hmm.
clients back and forth with. Most designers are very competitive, and they have to be. But they're trying to attract the same client you are, so to speak. So you have to be very mindful of who you associate with and who you tell things to as well.
Okay. Okay. And speaking of your former student, let me ask you this: where were you trained, and what type of accreditations do you have to be able to go out and do this, to be fully certified, if you will?
Um, well, certification varies from state to state. In West Virginia, where we live, I am certified because I have a degree in interior design. I have a 4 year degree in art, and I have a 2 year degree in interior design, and I have over 1,000 hours of internship under my belt. And I also have attended countless seminars and hands-on learning experiences from different companies, from furniture to paint to fabrics. I've attended more seminars
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
about furniture than I think I care to even count. But you learn a lot that way. And
Mm-hmm.
I've toured factories. I have toured workshops. I've gone out with the carpet installers and watched them install carpet so that I could explain to a client, this is what to expect, this is
Mm-hmm.
what's going to happen, because I want to be able to reassure them when I bring someone into their home what's going to happen, because your home is your sacred space. You don't want to just open the door and let just anybody in.
Right. Right.
So I want my clients to feel comfortable that I'm knowledgeable about what's going to happen. I want to reassure them with each step what's going to happen in the project.
Okay. Okay. And who or what is your biggest competition?
I would have to say the internet,
Mm-hmm.
because of Pinterest and websites like that. There is this great movement towards doing it yourself,
Mm-hmm.
which I think is a wonderful thing for some people, but it really hurts the interior design business as a whole, because people think, well, I don't need to pay an interior designer. I can just do it myself, or I can copy an idea I saw in a
Mm-hmm.
magazine. And I don't think they realize that you can actually save money by hiring an interior designer, because I'm trained to know scale and proportion and things that aren't, you just don't learn from looking at a
Mm-hmm.
magazine
Right.
or watching HGTV or something like that.
Right.
So
Right.
the internet is probably my biggest competition.
Well, I can say from personal experience, before I met you, I've tried the do-it-yourself method and it does not work. So let's see. Do, do you specialize in any type of interior design? Do you have is there a specialty that you?
I have done a little bit of everything. In larger cities and larger areas, you can become very specialized. Like, for example, you can just do children's nurseries or
Mm,
commercial kitchens, or maybe you only do traditional design or modern design or contemporary design.
mm,
But in our area, you pretty much have to know how to do a little bit of everything. I have done everything from commercial design for hospitals and schools. I have done a single room in someone's house. I've done a whole house. I've done new construction. I've done
mm.
remodeling. I've even gone as far as to lay out landscaping plans for clients. And I've also done Christmas decorations for clients who decorated their home, their Christmas trees, things like that. So you really have to be able, in this area at least, you have to be able to do a little bit of everything
Okay.
so that you can stay busy and always have clients.
Okay. Um, Can you describe the typical design project? What would you say a typical design project is? What does the average customer that you look at ask for?
Every job is different,
Hmm.
just like every person is different. But a typical design client, I would meet with them in their home or wherever they're asking me to design. If it's new construction, I meet with them at my office or something like that, and we go over the blueprints. But basically, I start out by asking a lot of questions. I want to know not only what my clients like, but what they need from the space. You know, do they entertain a lot? Do they have pets? Do they have children? Are there special needs that need to be accommodated?
Hmm.
Um, you know, also, how is the space going to be used? Is it
Hmm.
going to be a room that just needs to look pretty and is used once a year, or is it a family room that gets used daily and needs to be really sturdy industrial type
Hmm.
furniture? You know, I need to find out what my clients need, what they want, what they like. And I also want to try to find out their personality. You know, are they a little bit playful? Are they more reserved? Because I think a home should